Hey guys, this one's going to be a ramble because I am the day before my shot and I'm feeling very tired. I've been working long hours. And so you're going to see some editing. So the darkness in this room will probably jump forward because the sun's going to set. This is going to be a long ramble. So as we go on, the video will get darker and darker. Hopefully I'll be done by the end of this Mountain Dew. So I came home to a PM from Happy Cabbie. Funny enough, it was tagged with the warning from YouTube. It says, "It appears that this message may be asking you to reply with your password or phone number. Remember that a YouTube employee will absolutely never ask for your password or phone number via personal message." That is actually the first time I've ever gotten that. Ever. From anyone. But it's the kind of stuff that he was talking about. I guess Google scrapes your PMs digitally in it and looks for certain keywords and then applies this warning to people's messages if they have those keywords. So I'm not going to show this PM in its entirety. There are parts of it that I'd like to respond to, and I will read them. But it's this thing about my accusation against Happy Cabbie versus Bret Keen's accusation of Happy Cabbie. See, I consider them two separate things. I don't need Bret Keen to make my case that Happy Cabbie tried to set me up as Helen 906. I have, in 2 videos now, shown people the similarities between Helen 906 and Happy Cabbie, such that everyone who has seen it has agreed with me that it is indeed very likely Happy Cabbie who set me up, not Bret Keen, not anyone else. So, I might skip over some of this, and it's because it has to do with Bret Keen. And I don't fucking care about the drama between Happy Cabbie and Bret Keen. This is between me and Happy Cabbie. Contrary to what he said all over the fucking internet, that it doesn't concern me, this is between me and Happy Cabbie, and Happy Cabbie is the one who transgressed against me. So it starts out, "Only read if you promise to keep this private." That's the title of the PM. No, motherfucker. You don't deserve anything from me. Anything. And right now, I don't feel like keeping anyone's secrets, least of all yours, motherfucker, after I just exposed you for setting me the fuck up. No secrets whatsoever. At all. There will be no secret talking to me at all. Everything out in the open. Because you know what? I live out in the open. Okay? And I'm fucking fine. It's you people, like you, Happy Cabbie, devious fucking manipulative pricks, that fucking make this world a bad place. As long as I stay out in the open, I'm gonna be fine. So no, you don't deserve me keeping any fucking secret for you. First sentence of the actual meat of the PM. A couple of things worth noting. Yada yada yada. He says he won't betray Bret Keen, and he's still saying that there's his side to the story, and he's still not willing to tell it because he's protecting Bret Keane. Even though, even Bret Keane will tell you now, put up or shut up. No, there is no other side to the fucking story unless you're going to tell it. Don't just tell us that there's another side of the story and expect me to leave you the fuck alone for setting me up that way. No. However, I will say a few things that are obviously public already. Okay, the first one. The Helen 906 account was not just created for you. Well, then tell me, Cabbie, what did you create it for? See, in previous videos that you claim to have not watched and you don't understand the accusations against you, even though it's as simple as fucking clicking play and fucking listening, I've already stated in those videos that everyone knows that you have a lot of sock accounts. And we have videos of you saying that every time you come across a good name for a channel, you create that channel. And let's say you wanted to try to pull one over on me, a 3-year veteran of YouTube on this channel and even longer on others. Would you use a channel that was created that day? No. You're a manipulative prick, and you're going to use one of your sock accounts that you created for some other purpose a long time ago. Other YouTubers that were also manipulative pricks have done the same thing to people. And we all understand that if you get a message out of the blue from somewhere, you know, you go straight to that channel and you check some of the stats on the channel if you can, if they haven't privated those things. So, yeah. He says, you can check this independently. The account is 3 years old. I notice you're not saying that you didn't do it. You're trying to, you know, throw some doubt on it. And this is one of the tells when you are lying, Happy Cabbie. You don't come out and tell the lie. You point to some facts and cast aspersions on other people, and you never really straight up say the lie because you want to be able to have that deniability later on. That's you, Happy Cabbie. Everybody knows it, you know. So never, ever, ever get into a YouTube poker tournament because everybody knows your tells. Let's see. Second, the claim that I and only I am capable of flagging down hundreds of channels at a time is also easy to dismiss. Okay. That wasn't the way that I said it, but I did say, who do we know that flags down hundreds of channels at a time like this? And if you had been paying attention to the videos I've made, specifically flagging down 100 videos at a time and then leaving notes that are similar to the Google Doc that you have on your Google Docs that was connected to your video, I compared that to the Helen 906 PMs, and they were the same. The type of messages left in there were the same. Why is that? Also, I took the Helen 906 PMs that came to me, and this was in the last video, the flags recap for the week, and I showed how wording things like, you know, this is in the TOS, and, you know, rarely ever enforced. These are things that show up in your writing, in your vernacular, all over the fucking internet. He goes on, there are currently 66 people with my abilities. And I feel, when you say that, I feel like saying, you are dumb. You are really, really dumb. Just like that, you know, bed intruder guy. Because we've got this world of billions of people, right? Think of this as like a Venn diagram on the screen. Billions of fucking people, right? You just put a circle around 66 motherfuckers on the planet out of those billions, right? Which of those 66 fucking people have anything to do with me? Which of those 66 people would have started talking to me only after I mentioned Nick Bravo in my Flags recap? And then, tried to start up conversations of feeding me links. Which of those 66 people would coincidentally just start with a sock account to plant this right after I did something that we know Happy Cabbie doesn't like me doing, which is saying that Nick Bravo has just as much right to be on YouTube as Happy Cabbie or Bret Keen. Let's see. So there's 66 people there, and you go on, and you do name drop a couple of other people in this YouTube deputy program, right? None of those people do I have anything to do with whatsoever. They are not even related to my channel on the periphery. The only person in those 66 people, which I don't even know that there's 66 because that's coming from your PM, and I have no other way of knowing how many people are actually in the program. None of these people have anything to do with me whatsoever. None. Now, aside from the motivation of making me stop my Flags recap, which we know that Happy Cabbie would like me to do, and at the end of his PM he does get into saying that he called into question my judgment in listing all flags in my recap, Aside from the motivations of Happy Cabbie for fucking with me and my Flags recap, we do have the fact that Happy Cabbie and Bret Keen had a relationship, and at times they were friends. At times it was like a symbiotic parasite relationship, I guess. And at times Happy Cabbie thought Bret Keen was his friend when no, Bret Keen would scream at the top of the fucking mountain, I am not his friend, and Happy Cabbie's still, oh, we're friends. During that time, when they were at least cooperating on things on the internet, in Skype calls together, whether or not they were fucking friends, okay? Because that's a really, really hard to define word when we're talking about Happy Cabbie and anyone, okay? He's got a very big problem of judging who's his friend or not, and who to send private messages to and expect his secrets to be fucking kept, because, well, here we are. When Bret Keen and Happy Cabbie were working together, Bret Keen also didn't like that in my Flags recap, his name came up a lot. In fact, it's going to come up again next week because Kizame had a video where all he said was Bret Keen, Bret Keen, Bret Keen, Bret Keen, Bret Keen. And ostensibly, I guess that was to show that if you just say Bret Keen a bunch of times in your video, that doesn't mean you're going to get flagged. That the people who got flagged were actually being malicious towards Bret Keen, and that's, they got what was coming to them. And now, his ridiculously silly video, I guess, doesn't have that same point anymore that it was trying to make, because it was indeed flagged down. And Bret Keen's name is going to come up in the Flags recap again, like it has many weeks. And Bret Keen doesn't like that, because people draw conclusions, and he would rather me just not say anything about all of these channels that were flagged for videos about Bret Keen. Not even mention the people that were flagged either if it was about Bret Keen, because then it leads people to their channels, He's told me as much. And so there was another motivation that was Bret Keen related that Happy Cabbie would have for doing this. Now, we've covered the motivations of Happy Cabbie and Bret Keen and Happy Cabbie as a cooperating unit. Who of the rest of the 66 that are YouTube deputies flagging down everything, who of them have any reason to fuck with me whatsoever? Do we know any... Like, I'm not going to read the names of the people that were just thrown under the bus here, but of them, I recognize one name, and it's because Happy Cabbie said it in a video once that I saw. I've never seen anything from any of those guys. Two of those names, it's the first time I've ever seen their names. You know? They're not related to me in any fucking way. Please, if you're going to throw these people under the bus, ascribe some motive to them. Why? Why would they do this? Why would they try to set me up as a defender of pedophilia? Let's see. Next. The claim that... Okay. There is Bret Keen's account that Happy Cabbie was the person who did the thing that got the channel removed for terms of service violations. And apparently, Happy Cabbie is still playing dumb and acting like he hasn't watched my videos or Bret's videos about him. And at this point, the heat is so big, and you know Happy Cabbie loves drama. You know he's a lying son of a bitch if he's saying that, oh, I just can't watch it because it'll bring me to tears. I was his friend, and it just makes me so sad. Happy Cabbie is a grown-ass fucking man. He's a grown-ass fucking man the size of 3 grown-ass fucking men. Okay? And his feelings are getting fucking hurt? Take a look at the fucking Facepalm Response channel and all the fucking feelings that he's hurt in the past, and you tell me, if he's really crying about this shit, is he not the worst punk-ass bitch ever that can dish it and can't take it? What the fuck? The excuse that you haven't watched what you've been accused of, and then you can say that, oh, but I can definitely say that it's all false. Wow. You are dumb. You are really, really dumb. Anyways, he is saying that he didn't surreptitiously log into Bret Keen's account. I'm just paraphrasing. And apparently, some way that I said something is confusing Happy Cabbie, or he's just playing dumb. But that's not what Bret Keen has said. Bret Keen said that he actually was present during what happened with Bret Keen's account. And this is what Cabbie said, that Bret would let him have access to the account after the separation. And everything that Cabbie did was done with Skype screen share. Well, it's not like Bret was saying that this shit happened surreptitiously when he wasn't looking. Bret Keen's version of events here did say that Happy Cabbie did this in front of him, and Bret Keen was telling Happy Cabbie, hey, I don't think this is right. So, again, it's setting up a straw man, trying to twist something that you think was fucking said, and then, knocking it down. You say again, I never saw his videos. They were too painful for me to watch. I only later found out that he told you what he told you. Well, guess what, motherfucker? We already had figured this out. I talked to other people online about this Helen 906 thing, you know, when you made your fucking video calling me a pedo defender. Okay? And that's when we figured it out, by comparing notes on what Helen 906 said and what Happy Cabbie says all over the fucking internet, and how conveniently similar those things were. So, no, it wasn't that Bret Keane told me what he told me. No. Bret Keane was just independently verifying something without us prompting him. You know, the people that knew that you had done this and were waiting, you know, for the right moment to pounce on you for this. No. They were not working in collusion with Bret Keane when he said that stuff. 2 independent sources, Happy Cabbie. Anyways, that is why I mistakenly said the drama did not concern you. I can see now that it certainly does. And I apologize for my error. It was not an error. It was a decision on your part to not look at what was being said and just dismiss it outright. And I don't accept your apology, and here's why. Publicly, in a lot of places that I've shown in my previous video, on your blog, you say, oh, these people are drama hounds that are just talking about things that don't concern them. And who didn't know by that time, when my video had like 700 views on it, that you were fucking talking about me? People are fucking smart. And you know that. And you're a manipulative prick. Then you go ahead on your Twitter and you're talking to Shredder is Alive, whatever Shredder's account is now on Twitter and on YouTube. Shredder, long history on YouTube. I really like the guy's ponage. But you told him publicly, and a lot of people read on your Twitter, that I had nothing to do with this. And that was very public on your Twitter. People asked you directly, like, I must destroy all? Yeah, remember that I showed a picture that Must Destroy All showed of his PMs to you. So you talked privately to other people, privately, to tell them, oh, he has nothing to do with this. Why are you talking about Agent Adele? So you've gone all over the place telling people that I have nothing to do with this, and then you want your apology to me to be just to me? No, motherfucker. This is why I'm reading this out to the fucking world, Happy Cabbie. You don't fucking spread shit around and say this has nothing to do with him, and then when it obviously did, and then fucking just apologize in private when you were so fucking public about it. You have me pissed. Congratulations. And then there's a whole bunch of shit about Bret Keane in this long-ass motherfucking PM that I don't care about. Okay? What Bret Keane has done and has not done on the internet is not what this video is about, Happy Cabbie. This is about you and me. Okay? I have shown plenty of evidence for this. You tried to set me up as a pedophile defender by giving me links to channels. Then you can't come out directly to deny this. You just kind of beat around the bush like you always do when you're trying to lie. You've got some sort of... if you're going to lie, just fucking lie. You're fucked in the head somehow. That you're a horrible liar now. Because you have to have some little bastion of truth in there in case you get caught so that you can fall back on that. Because you have a very big problem being shown to be wrong. Lots of shit about Bret Keane. Lots of shit about Bret Keane. And then you're taking something where I think I understand where you are misunderstanding me. Where I said this started pertaining to me when you said my name, and when I say that, I mean my YouTube name. And you're saying that it counts for something that you're not the one who used my real name, which is very easily connected to, my YouTube name, on Facebook, on Twitter, on a lot of things. I don't care that you didn't doc drop my real name. My real name's out there for anyone to find. What I meant, this directly, what I meant was, when you made a video about me using my YouTube name, that's when it started to concern me. And now that all of these facts have come to light, it started to concern me when you took offense at me treating Nick Bravo like a human being, and then you decided to go ahead and try to set me up. That's when it started to concern me. If you're going to deny these things, okay, or try to apologize for these things, don't pretend like you didn't watch all the fucking videos. Watch every video by me and every video by Bret. I don't want to hear this, oh, I don't understand that accusation because I didn't watch it. Bullshit. Okay? I couldn't watch it because I'm too much of a pussy and it brings tears to my eyes. Bullshit. Okay? You have caused enough problems for so many people on the fucking internet with your fucking trolling. You should be able to sit through a couple of fucking videos explaining why you're a douchebag. And then by the end of this PM, you're saying, as far as my name being dragged through the mud, I can take it. That's confusing because you apparently can't take it enough to watch a fucking video that's slamming you when certain people do it, because it just brings tears to your eyes. In the same fucking PM, you fucking contradict yourself. Motherfucker. Even though Bret and myself are friends, I have enough respect for the friendship we did have to not turn on him. And so that's why you're asking that I keep this message private and all, and allow you to be the bad guy. This is a request from you. Please allow me to be a bad guy. Fuck you, Happy Cabbie. You are the bad guy. This isn't just me pretending that you're the bad guy and that Bret Keane did this shit. Remember those 66 fucking people that have the ability to create that list? A list that long of flagged people that they are using YouTube programs to be able to compile and check out and flag. You know who's not on that list of 66 motherfucking people? Bret fucking Keane. Stop trying to throw him under the bus, alright? Because he wasn't part of that 66 that you fucking drew a circle around in that billions of people field there. Okay, the only person that was in that little circle was you. Alright? The only person that writes like Helen 906 is you, because you are the same person. Yeah. Bret has enough haters right now, and I don't want him to have to go through more. Bret has been successfully pushed off of YouTube. He made that promise to Dawn that this was going to be his last channel. Bret has nothing more to lose. Bret will tell you himself it doesn't matter if people hate him. The same people that hunted him before will keep hunting him, whether or not you say what you have to fucking say. And what you have to fucking say will not probably address everything that I have accused you of directly and shown evidence for. So, my accusations, Bret Keen's accusations, they happen to say the same thing, coming from two separate sources. Mine being an analysis of Helen 906 and you, Happy Cabbie, and Bret Keen saying that you guys colluded. If you want, you can pick a third party and send your whole PM to them and have them check to see if I took you out of context. I don't think I did for the parts that I wanted to address. But everything about Bret Keen in this, I don't care. Bret Keen is not this thing between you and me. Okay? You are a grown-ass man, and you are responsible for your own fucking decisions. Whether or not Bret Keen was there for them or not, you are the one guilty of this.